Hello everyone,
Yo.
it's us at Lorecrimes, where there is never any technical difficulties ever.
I had to say, had a slight delay
wow.
then. A second then.
Somebody did become a member before we started. Shark Bornmere, 1074. Welcome to Lorecrimes. Thank you very much.
Wait, just double checking. And well, first of all,
Bro.
welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. This is another episode of the tier list. Today we'll be going over the most beloved characters in Warhammer 40k because we are definitely we realized there was a lot, and fantasy needs its own kind of. It needs its own Gluck 3000 in the time shining
Okay,
sort of thing.
it's a bingo.
Just double
Right
checking. Andy, you still there?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm still
no.
here.
Okay, so I guess that's fine.
nice. Okay, he's
I was
just...
checking.
I've been accused of having 4 balls.
Oh, no. Why?
That'd be pretty cool. You have a lot of testosterone.
My man will literally shout in a public space and feel no shame.
I've done something. In high school, we went to a Burger King. I stepped up on the table and I said attention, and then I T-posed, and it was really quick. But I was like 16. Okay, I was like 16.
Nice.
But
The
that
British in
happened.
me is haunted by the fact that you could disturb other people's time. Truly.
Look, the only people whose time matters is mine and my friends. Everyone else can go directly to hell.
Especially when you're a teenager.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guy who said no Elden Ring DLC spoilers, because Donkey Man USA, thank you for the $5. Colin be like, oh, foul tarnished, in search of the gritty, let me lay thy foolish ambitions to rest.
I hear you kill bosses.
Bro, I don't want to know, because I
haven't played it yet.
It's one of those things like, imagine being a YouTuber for like From Software games, because when like things come out, the eating is good, the content is good, it's a fantastic game, there's so much more to talk about, but the gaps between things is long.
What is the anime dance with the deer girl?
I don't know.
Something about how much money to make Eli do that dance with the anime deer girl.
I would say that's not helping me, I'm afraid.
There's a pull-up with the $5. Thank you, brother. This is Tarnished Warriors. Why are you here and not following the path of Mikola the Kind? True.
Is that an Elden Ring meme? I have not played it. I'm sorry.
Mikola. And
Mikola
Melania. I follow Melania because she got. I have. My brain is literally rotting. Simp.
Calling somebody a simp, that's crazy.
We also get Prince Europa. I don't know if we managed to. I wanted to say that one.
He's a good guy.
He's in our hearts.
He's
in this.
Like the rest of the Eldar.
He's Eldar Dante.
Yeah.
He just kind of wants to be dead.
He's so over it. Luis Rodriguez says, "Boy, God bless us with a stream, brothers." Truly,
I don't know.
Praise be to Boing Gob for blessing this stream.
By the way, incoming backup, Boing Gob's strongest soldier. Where are you at, bro? We haven't seen you for a couple episodes. I miss you.
We do. We love you all equally, but some of these are more equal than others.
I hate you.
So, kicking it off though today with most beloved characters in the tier list. I mean, it can be a little bit influenced from tabletop, some of these things, but we're a lore channel, so we're going to go completely. And if people are asking, is it the most beloved in the fandom? Maybe that's the criteria. A little bit is going to be sprinkled with some heavy bias on this one, because we are not fair. And as soon as we get to Perturabo, I'm going to be like just vibrating with pain as soon as Colin mentions anything else.
And I should apologize. I did have a lovely, nice and tidy tier list, and then I had to reset my laptop because it wasn't working. And so now we have this, which I'm putting together as we go. But for the most part, I've tried to keep it so that we don't go too heavy into one legion or chapter, because there's like a lot to cover. But I think that's like a pretty good amalgamation of characters. There's some Xenos, some baddies, some goodies, and if everyone's like, oi, where's so and so, I can always put them in. But here's the list now. I think I've ordered it correctly. So,
good to see DJ Beast there. Thank you for the members and he says Colin is to Marathi what Moog is to Mikola. He's going to kidnap him, apparently. Tom Warren's good to see you
Don't
as well.
compare me to Moog.
Main event Virgil for the $5. The Colin's forehead is so large and shiny. I had to turn the brightness down on my screen.
Nice, thank you.
Love this show,
Alright.
guys.
We
Anyway.
also had a Elliot Hops donation a while back.
Why am I
$5.
here?
Thank you very much. What's more disturbing, a flood invasion or if Colin possessed the body of King Broad and was locked in a room with Teclis? Sheesh. If only I've played Elden Ring. But I can understand what the idea is.
I think we get it.
Bunny Cop, thank you for the $2. Think while S tier, no question, all objectors nuked.
He will be on that fancy tier list one.
And
He has to be.
Crimson Glory, $4.99. Thank you very much.
Crimson Glory. Good to see you, brother.
Andy, I'm about
Hey.
3/5 of the way through your avenging bean counter vid once.
And
And absolutely love it. The
Avenging
voice of
Bean.
Mortarion is exquisite. Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
I do my best.
Damn.
So yes, should we kick off? Again, remember everyone, if you want us to add anyone specifically, I think I've missed Mane as Calgar. I might add him in. But other than that, let's start at the top where it all
He's-
stems from.
He has a sort of flashbang with that forehead. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Bro, why am I here?
Nice.
Anyway, the Emperor, S tier, right? Everyone loves the Emperor.
Kill this man.
DJ Beast, you wrote the same dude who said I had that Innsmouth Riz as well. Bro's violating. Oh my god. The Emperor of Mankind though.
Half
Well,
of the people hate him, half the people love him.
I mean, yeah, it's a mixed opinion, but as like a overall, main dish of Warhammer, you kind of have to like the Emperor at least.
Do you? I don't think you do.
I don't think you have to
No,
like
as in
him.
like you can't be like, oh,
You
he's
mean
a
like
crap,
appreciate?
yeah, he's not. It was like, oh, he's a crap addition. Like I don't care to hear about the Emperor at all or anything like that. Even if you hate him, it's like they're saying. I think Erebus is on this list. You can still like Erebus.
Oh, I haven't put him on the list.
Oh, I thought he was. I thought
I
it was-
assumed he would be
I
pointless.
mean, is this
Yeah.
list just gonna be like based on what they add to the setting? Because I feel like this is just, do we like the characters or not?
I
Yeah, that's
feel
what I
like it's
thought
a case of what do the community think of the characters? Like, do they actually enjoy them?
Yeah, what
and
do we in the
therefore love
community
them?
think?
Mm.
Yeah.
Surely
Maybe he
he's
can't-
B tier. Surely he's right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle. I think.
I mean,
I
if he
agree.
wasn't in the middle, like, people play chaos. Those people
Yeah.
exist.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Believe me, I have the same, feeling for people who don't like Sigmar. Like, how do you? And again, I have a Slaves to Darkness army I'm building. Maybe I shouldn't open my mouth.
Nice.
Yeah, he's not. To be fair, the Emperor's not in any book he's in is not really like bad. He's not in anything where I thought, God, that was crap.
I just
Interesting. To be fair, he's better when he's mysterious. As in, I thought more of it when there wasn't like Horus Heresy novels, and it was just like just in the 40k sense. And there's no like Gilliman talking to him. It's actually like more interesting because it's always like, oh my god, it's the Emperor and the Golden Throne. What if kind of thing.
Yeah.
Solidly B though. Malgador, the hung, the horn dog.
Nah.
Nah.
You better get off my
One
ass
dog
today.
Sigilite.
I think most people like Malgador. I'd say he's at least A tier.
My favorite Malgador moment is the fact that when him and Constantine Valdor are running, and Valdor's running at full pace, and Malgador's right next to him is running equally as fast.
He is a baller. He's probably S tier,
Yeah.
honestly. I never heard anyone say they don't like Malgador.
No.
Maybe
No.
A, because I thought S tier is like I don't think anyone says he's someone's favorite character.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
True,
Yeah, no
fair.
one's favorite is, but also, no one dislikes Malkador. A's a good one.
He made Horus kneel before him.
That is cool.
He did. That was
And
funny.
he took a backhand from Lorgar. He was like, "Ugh, bitch, that ain't nothing.
Man.
Lorgar assaulting
Man.
the elderly as usual.
Yeah.
C for Custodes.
See for Custodes. Yeah. Constantine is in constantly
Valdor.
not in the law. But
Hey, baby.
I mean, Valdor's kind of cool. I mean, he's the most interesting plot point at the moment because of the whole Beckwin novel series.
If only I read Imperial lore.
Or just for a rundown for people listening, supposedly he is now this king in yellow figure who has created an army of blanks, an army of angels, and is supposedly either gonna like possibly resurrect or kill the emperor. So people who don't like the Emperor maybe likes Constantine Valder more.
Good
Kind of badass in his
man.
fight with Abaddon like in the last Siege of Terror novel, where he basically saw. He's an interesting. I think he's more well liked than the Emperor. Like he's very aware that he's a tool used by the Emperor.
We got a $4.99 donation by Crimson
Thank
Glory,
you.
by the way, saying the Emperor is the dad you wish when to go get the milk and cigarettes.
Nice.
Very true.
No.
Maybe Valder
I have
goes
a
in
dad,
B tier.
and I prefer my dad to having the Emperor as a dad. That would suck.
Just seeing the rest of the feeling amongst the crew here, maybe he goes in B tier. Clearly, he's not that interesting. He's a Horus Heresy central character.
He's
so,
just a custodian, so it's like.
No, he's
kind of
cool.
one-dimensional, to say
He's
the
cool.
least.
If you read him in the
Oh,
book,
he's cool.
you'll like him a lot more.
I've read a couple books with him in it, but he is cool.
It
I'll
just
admit
doesn't
that.
add much.
I just
He's just
don't
kind of there.
What's the next one, Andy?
Present.
Amon Toramachian. So he's like another custodian.
Oh,
He has some
he's-
bits in the
I don't
lore.
even know him, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I would have thought, to be fair,
He's possibly in the War of the Beast as well as Longinus, but it's not confirmed.
is it there was another one called like Ra? He's the one who the Emperor shanks with the
Yeah.
Dracnian Abaddon's demon sword, and he says, "Run."
Yeah, he's a sheath. He's a human sheath. Who cares?
Oh,
I didn't put
That's
him
why
on the
the
list for that
sentence.
reason. He's just like, oh, Dracnian. Oh, hurts.
Don't write
Go
that in
for
your
a sprint.
Valentine's Day card.
Exactly. So yeah, I think like Amon, kind of cool. I'd say he's got more personality than Baldur, but he just doesn't get much time.
Yeah,
He's in a few of the Siege of Terror books. Yeah.
No, he's not a standout amongst that series, to be fair.
Right. So now we're going to go through like the legions, like from 1 to
Okay.
20. Azrael from the Dark Angels.
I mean,
I haven't read the book with him and Karn, but it looked cool. And I also always liked his picture in the Codex.
you know what?
It's
On a
called-
if Dark Angels are really like, I was surprised at how many people actually play Dark Angels in the tabletop in the community. So he's probably mostly well liked for the fact that he's pretty decent. But
I've give him at least B. I mean, if they're
Yeah.
popular from
I got a
tabletop.
pee already. I can't feel bro. I think Azrael's cool. He probably gets B or A tier.
he's kind of a bit boring. I won't lie, as a character though. Like, I don't think he's distinguished from many of the other. Like he's like the Dark Angel that he is Dark Angel, if you know what I mean. Like, he doesn't tell
He's
anyone
Dark
when he's
Angel.
farted. Truly keeps everything to himself.
My digest.
He's like
fallen.
King Stoic. Like, oh, okay. It's like he's like the Marcus Aurelius of the Space Marines. He's just like, yeah, I'm pretty stoic and all that. And you're like, cool. Nice.
Yeah, a bit mid, if I'm honest. As a character, people just saying. Yeah, I think is it Bert Bediva in the comments says Azrael is Chizo written? I don't know what it means. It says half the time he's an asshole, other half he's just misunderstood. So yeah.
I've had to put Asmodai here because of the memes. Pretty much A tier, surely. The amount of times people reference
Kill
like,
Fallen.
Yeah. What's that? Book. Repent.
The model goes hard as well, to be fair.
This model is even like that is a good model. I mean, Dark Angel's aesthetic is fucking peak Space Marine aesthetic, but
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
Chaplain.
I've not read anything with him in it, so I can't say I personally feel that strongly. But I think people were pretty hyped for his model and things to come out. And I mean, he's actually got a skull helm looking badass. He's just cool, I think.
Go B tier. I mean, right in the middle. He's not
B for Dark Angels.
B for Bangel.
Next one.
Dan.
Oh, the lion.
In a wrong order. So I quite like the lion. But I don't know if I like him as much as Malcador.
Hey.
I don't know. He's
It's
kind of
hard.
like hit and miss.
If you read too much of the lion's books, funny enough, you like him less. Like no,
Well,
but like
that's the thing, it's
until
like,
go
I
ahead.
know there was a comment earlier that was saying old lion is C tier, new lion is A tier. It's like, yeah.
That is
yes.
kind of true, to be fair.
Yeah, he was a bit of a dickhead.
Khan is on the list.
Yeah. I mean,
Kabanda's Mighty Schlong of Cygnus donated
That-
$2.
that-
Thank you
that
for
name
words,
every time I
Karn.
see
We'll
it.
get to Karn.
I'm
don't
literally-
worry. I'm pretty sure I'm
literally
looking at him
working on
right
a video
Kabanda's Mighty Schlong should
about
also be in this
Cygnus.
list.
Where's Khan? Khan is on the list. He's a bit later on.
now. I think I'm looking at him.
He's like here.
Yeah, I just don't. Again, like the line is one of those things where if we had Sandman of Terror on, he'd probably be literally trying to find our addresses and hunt us down.
Yeah. That's the
He
thing,
is
the Dark
cool.
Angels aesthetic is really cool, but then, like, even when they were in the Horus Heresy books, they didn't do all that much. They were just kind of there.
They
It's
like
they're Knights of the Round Table. They're pretty cool looking. Yeah. First among equals. Yeah.
one of their
Did they do
things
much?
was like, weren't they like in the vague background of places that weren't, being focused on? It's like, yeah, we were fighting the traitors like all those 9 years. You just didn't get to see any of it. It was all in the background. We swear we were
Yeah.
fighting them.
They do waste like 3 years fighting the Night Lords as well, where they're just there to be distracted. You're like,
And
guys.
then
get
blow
on
up
with it.
Gilliman's house.
Yeah.
The
Pretty much.
reason there is that because before in like old lore, the Dark Angels weren't really mentioned that much in the Horus Heresy. So they had to the writers actually had to expand on that by saying the fact like Conrad Kurz taunts a lion by saying, "Oh, they'll call you a traitor because you weren't at Terror. You weren't, people will think you weren't,
Yeah.
really on our side."
He's like, shut up. It's not my fault.
"You're like a dick, Conrad." Yeah, I think B.
Luther.
B, to be fair, is better. Yeah. Luther. I mean, if again, like, I hate to be the one who says it all the time, but if you haven't read the stuff, he is extremely mid. He's kind of cool in the books. He's very much like, I should have been King Arthur. Like, I am the King Arthur, but then there was like King Mega Arthur who spawned.
He beats the lion.
I'm thinking of that. And I don't know why you put me in that image in my head of that, like that. I am a surgeon meme. Like I am King Arthur.
I am a knight.
I am a
a knight.
He did get it all taken away from him.
L.
I do think C, just because it's not. No one is like, oh, can't believe he's not on the tabletop. You know what I mean? Like no one's
juicing for Luthor lore.
juicing for Luther.
Is he still?
And he got his
alive?
own book.
Yeah.
He got his own book. In the Siege, he was like a Siege of Terror, not Siege of
He's
Terror,
escaped.
Horus Heresy spin-off.
He's escaped from the
The Rock.
the sex
Oh
dungeon
yeah, I remember.
underneath the rock. And you're
The Rock, yes.
yes, the Johnson.
Dylan Gossai
No, you.
donated €2 and said, "Put all characters with connection to Korn in S."
Thank you,
We'll see.
brother. Thank
Kill
you.
this
We'll
man.
see.
Yeah, Leaf. I think we can put Luther in D tier. Honestly,
Yeah, it's kind of mid.
Sheesh. Okay.
he's cool.
I mean,
but like
He's an
he's so much
interesting
lower
premise,
than
but he just
the
doesn't do much. Again,
Mm.
even in the Horus Heresy, he's like he meets up with Callus Typhon. He's just like, "Hello, brother. How's it going?" And they just chat, and that's all he does. He just chats and reads
Yeah.
books.
Also gets corrupted by chaos.
just
but,
chilling out.
Low-key.
That's how he gets corrupted by chaos. He just reads books, bad
Like,
books.
okay, this is one that will actually divide people. Cypher.
Sponsored by Lorecrimes. Never read a
Cypher.
book.
Uh,
Don't read.
I read a lot.
Nerd. You're a nerd.
Cypher's
So
cool on
you.
tabletop. He has a cool mod. I don't know his lore very well though.
Oh, we got 2 donations, by the way. We got
Thank
one
you.
from Angry Homunculus for £5 saying, "Put Sevatar in S tier because of what other ways did you try beyond skinning children?"
That was a bar.
And
That's just what you do.
Stealthy 47 donated $2 saying, "Where's Optimus Prime?"
He's too epic for this tier list.
At your mum's house.
Yeah.
sorry, brother. Sorry, I'm joking.
Uncalled for.
I know.
dear.
Yeah, Cypher's kind of like the whole shtick is like he's cool because he's like the mystery behind it. You keep getting intrigued by it, but so I hope they actually just don't end up revealing who he is because it's the same thing with the missing Primarch. It's like once you know, it's like, well, what else is there?
It's not fun anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He might be an A tier, but he'll probably be bottom of A.
Yeah. At least he's doing stuff as well. He's like, I'm going to help Gilliman get to Terra and I'm going to be really important to the story. And then I'm going to get shafted because custodians are mean.
And then I'm
Oh.
gone.
Poor
Can't
guy.
wait till we get to Lehman Rust. The hate will spill. Next one is I'm
Fulgrim.
going to really hear the copium. about
Fulgrim.
to- Fulgrim.
I feel like he's half
Indeed.
loved, half hated, just like similar to the Emperor. He's probably B tier.
You know what? He's well liked
Yeah.
and well loved except for how he got corrupted.
Yeah. Well,
Awful.
Like the main thing about his storyline, to be fair. But
yeah. It's a lot of
We're gonna have
characters.
some more.
I like
Yeah.
Fulgrim's Fall to Chaos so much. I wish it wasn't the Beatus sword.
Me too, but
The peepee sword.
the
Isn't the peepee sword the best thing about Warhammer?
What Warhammer books are you reading?
None, because I listen to them.
Okay. Okay.
to be fair,
It's
Andy's
rare I
read
read them
all of
because
us.
Fulgrim do
I've
not
listened
deserve
to
it
them
all.
over.
If you think that you haven't read the books, holy
All right,
Didn't
go
deserve
on then.
what? Falling?
freaking yeah! I don't know. Fulgrim was a G
He's
when he
fallen.
was not corrupted, and then he
Well,
found a sword, and then it was all over.
Unfortunately, all the demon Primarchs deserve falling because this lore was written 40 years ago and we needed to have it.
Wow. Bunny Cop, $2. Thank you. I'm blind. Is Valerian and Alea on there? I don't
I've
know.
just added them.
Custodies, right?
I like them. I really like the Watchers of the Throne books. I'm going to put them in. I want to say A.
I'm
I
not
really
prepared
enjoyed
to fight
these two.
this. Sure.
All I'm saying
is a good like it's only 2 books, isn't it, at the moment? But
yeah, and the thing is, Alea is like pretty much the only Sisters of Silence book in 40k character, and it's really interesting, like how the two interact, and how Valerian's like a bit of a scholar as much as a warrior, how they deal with the Minotaurs and the Imperial Fists and the bureaucrats. I really like that book, and these two were brimming with character, and it's a shame that they've only done 2 books.
shout out to all the small side characters that we can't put on the tier list. I was saying to Andy before we started, it's the guy who in the Necron book just literally goes, "Summon the monoliths," and he just
that guy's quadruple S tier.
For real.
yeah. There's also probably a bunch of like side characters in the Caiaphas K novels who I just would love. Oh, Parker Sumlin says,
Thank you.
"How when can we expect a Fabius Bile character video, bruh?" I mean, I've kind of got to wait a little while because I've got too many good characters to cook up, but obviously that one will be. No, as in like I've got it on the.
Oh, is that?
Wow.
No, what I mean is
I've
I got too many that I'm
characters who
getting
don't
to
suck
first.
ass.
I got too many that I'm getting to first before I can get to the
Okay, buddy.
Document USA, thank you for the $2.
I came out wrong, didn't it?
Fulgrim played by Nicolas Cage. I agree. And like a face-off type, face-off Nicolas Cage would be Fulgrim. Selby 47, thank you for the $2.
Taurus. I don't know.
Taurus,
The Taurus thing
Tara,
is cool, but I
sorry.
don't know if it's is it the same tier of character on this list?
Lutara Sarin is in the meme hell that she's been thrown into by Redditors. That's where she is.
Too many artists going, "Oh, I'm gonna draw her abs." It's like, guys, calm down.
Strong woman
No horny.
exists. Warhammer fans already on the floor, ready to be stepped on.
Fabius
Right, we've got a
Bile's
lot to
gotta
get
be
through.
S tier, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to be
that's
S.
really
Fabius
like,
is amazing,
hard to top.
especially
that.
after Hal's comment that he just did 2 minutes ago.
I didn't mean it like
What
that.
the hell
You
was
guys
that?
Is he
know it.
writing this good characters book who doesn't suck?
I have too many good characters I'm getting to first that I really am eager to cover at the moment. You guys are bastards. What's the next one? Saul Tarvitz.
Yeah, I like Saul, but he's only in a couple of books, so I understand that while he makes a big impression,
you,
he's kind of
Saul.
superfluous after like the first 2 books.
Well, who doesn't like Saul Tarvitz?
His best
Everyone
part, I
loves
think,
him.
his best thing about him is he's not a degenerate.
Maybe.
In the Emperor's Children, that's a big thing.
Ooh, who's that earlier?
I'd put him A tier. I don't know. I feel like everyone likes him.
Yeah.
He went
Oh,
down
the-
with the ship on his come
Seventh
on,
art
A
quote
tier.
from his own novella. Yeah, I'm reading that. So I was the reading a comment from earlier.
Lucius.
Lucius.
Fucking D tier.
Everyone
D.
hates
He
Lucius.
sucks.
I don't hate him, but everyone else does. It's fine.
I got sword skills, even though I lose all the
Yeah,
time. I'm so good at sword stuff.
You know that Beatles meme where someone's like, Ringo's not even the best drummer in the Beatles? Not
Yeah.
really a meme, just an interview. Someone did that.
I'm sure
with,
there's
like,
a meme I've seen of someone like going, Lucius isn't even the best swordsman. in the
yeah, it
Emperor's
was
Children."
that. I saw that the
Good.
other day, and I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
also what makes
Oh.
him kind of uninteresting is he's not a great representation of like Slanesh corruption at all. Like he even admits he barely follows Slanesh.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah.
what a shame.
He's
All right,
Okay,
another one. D tier, Perturabo.
Okay, he's B tier.
Heard of
Half
Perturabo-
people love him, half
Perturabo
people
tier?
hate him.
Bruh.
Bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Bruh, this is I can't explain like so I'll say the phrase again. If you read the books, this is like someone saying, "Oh, the prequel, Revenge of the Sith was like, not that great." That's how it hears in my head when someone says Peter Turbo, Mr. Perturabo is not that. Bro, he's at least
Perturabo's birth was the worst event in my whole
Well, clearly half Lorecrimes hate him and half love him.
By the end
So
of the
he's
Horus
B-tier,
Heresy,
surely.
every book he's in, the dude is the main character.
He has the personality of a sandpaper condom.
I don't know. He's not.
Says the guy who's read zero Horus Heresy books.
Yeah, and I will continue to be uninformed.
And guess how many books he's in after the Horus Heresy?
Yeah.
Big fat zero.
Put
As
him in
many as other
B-tier,
Protected Prime
put him
Horus
in
are.
B-tier.
Oh god!
Now Mortarian's in a book. He gets his heart blown out.
If
by
I'd win a
Galbraith's
bet
radio.
with Colin something, I'd make him read the Perturabo Primarch book.
Thank you for the $2. Gamer Josh White 97 painting Fabby Spy right now. Love him, but hate the backpack. It's a cool model.
Skinny backpack.
Thank you for the $2, and then 2 from Bert Bavidemir. Thank you. I like the Watchers books, all 2 of them. Right.
Chris Rates is the author.
Are you shaming him or are you trying to summon him?
This is the guy he wrote all of the Horus Heresy White Scar books. So he's basically the best author they have right now. So,
Although
Dude,
I found a bit of trivia.
he's
out,
not mid-
James Swallow, who's one of my favorite book writers. He does the Blood Angel stuff. He's the highest rated writer for the Horus Heresy books of all the ones that got into the New York Times bestseller list. So his book did the best of all of them.
Nice. With
Thanks,
3
Michael.
donations. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you, brothers. Thank you.
Joe Ken $2 went
No.
through EC characters without Rylanor. Yeah, sorry. Everyone loves Rylanor though, at least. Donkey Man USA, thank you. Dicks out for Garvio Loken. Yeah, for real. And then
Just was like, do you remember?
What?
I was like, do you remember when people used to say dicks out for Harambe? That was literally like 10 years ago
Good
now.
old days. Oh, can't wait for John
Dark
Grammaticus'
timeline.
turn, the most beloved character in the entire community.
Dramatic.
I was going to say, have you seen that fairly recent Dread and I was like, hey, you know, Biggie, I'm John Grammaticus. So good.
I'll be saying something controversial now. I think Rylan was overrated.
I think
Wow.
you're overrated.
I mean, like anything,
yeah.
anything that's been memed to hell. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but
No, yeah.
he's cool. He's not the freaking.
He
not
very
quite-
rarely appears in the Horus Heresy, and he has like that cool bit where he tells Fulgrim he's a piece of shit. But
he
like
has one good
the
moment.
other characters have so many other moments like that. I think
Mhm.
it's yeah.
I mean, he's obviously not the best character. He's got like 5 minutes of screen time. He's cool while he's on screen.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lucas saying, "Where is Eliphas the Inheritor?" I actually
That's cute.
rate that so
That's
much.
weird.
Okay, I'll put them in. Okay. While I put them in, Foryx. Lol, it's Foryx from the Iron Warriors.
If I
He
read
has
more
some cool
books,
stuff
then
with
maybe-
the He's always like the one in the Iron Warriors who doesn't want to be there, but he has to, which is kind of interesting.
I wouldn't
but-
want to be in the Iron Warriors either. That's not even. But not even making fun of Perturabo on that one. That is not a fun legion to be in.
It's a shame
Yeah,
because
well, he's like one of the top 3, and he's like, I hate my Legion. It sucks.
it's a shame because the actual like Iron Warrior characters that are like super introspective, they will basically all end up dying or becoming demons. So
Yeah, he's not a fan.
by the end, you get to 40k. There's only like a one interesting one called Honshu.
Are you telling me the people who are smart and introspective don't sell their soul to demons? It's almost like the only people left are.
Oh, quite a
insane.
few of them were against their will because Perturabo turns them into like essentially he needs demons to torture so he can get information.
Colin would be decimated day one. I wouldn't be in the Space Marine Legions to begin with. I don't want to be a Space Marine, bro. It's like, well, you want to be a Spartan? No, I don't.
Okay, I can already predict where the next Jaguar
I can see him right there. Yeah,
Well,
coming back up. He's
Hey,
here.
he's back.
coming back
Back,
up. He's
love you,
here.
bro.
We missed you, brother. I see you earlier in the stream. We literally said, "Where were you?"
Yeah.
Praise
There we
Boeing
go.
God.
Most beloved Warhammer characters, Boing God. Yep.
Amen.
Jagged Icon is like everyone likes Jagged
All
Tide.
right.
That's
no.
dear.
But the
No,
more,
and-
the
no,
more,
and-
like, the more Andy goes off about him, the less I like him. You're freaking, you're like over. It's
Andy,
like
I'm not
overplaying
gonna
so
I'm not
hard.
gonna disagree with your placement. I just want to go through a mental exercise with you, right?
Okay.
The
Okay.
Primarchs were all like shaped, obviously, like they all have the role Big E gave them, right? but they also were shaped by their homeworlds. Yes,
Yeah.
you know, where they were born fundamentally, you know, made them who they were. And he grew up on Chagoris, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now,
Yep.
So, with everything that in mind, he also loves going fast. Yes.
Yep.
So, with all that in mind, how does it feel to know he's just a puppet of the Laughing God and is a Harlequin right now?
We don't know that.
Uh,
We don't know that.
cringe.
Yet another Eldar
Cringe.
victory. Well, who put
For all we
who put him
know,
on
he's having
Chagoris?
margaritas in camera with his new girlfriends. It's fine.
Who
We
put
don't
him
know
on
what he's up to.
Chagoris, Andy?
Missing his skin.
Who switched his
I
pod
don't
with Fulgrim?
Thank
you know,
angry
sometimes
It was a clown.
best of a bad, as far as best of a bad situation. Like, oh, he had a great time.
This
He
doesn't
loved
even
it.
need to be argued.
Went with the flow.
The Khan is an S tier character.
For the car.
Khan
Thank you,
is
Angry
a
Homunculus.
puppet of the Laughing God.
We will see. I'm just
Then you
saying,
better-
I'm looking forward to when he comes back.
I
I'll
hope
be
he
very
comes
happy.
back in
When he's
checkered
done from
pants,
Oh my
people.
god.
clown outfit.
I hope there's a passage at one point where he gets in a scrap with Abaddon and he compares the length of his beard with Abaddon's top knot. Goes, mine's longer than yours. Yeah. Next character, Shiban Khan, S tier. He saves a
Oh,
baby
the
during
robot
the Siege of
White Scar.
Terror. Yeah, he saves an actual baby.
I could respect that. I
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
passage.
This
He's
guy's
really
got
cool.
I
expressive
know I've said I know
expression.
don't read but I do read passages. I like that one a lot.
He
So
uh,
ready to go. Thank you,
tried to
Torgen's-
Beast.
inform the Legion that they were about to be like half of them were going to side with Horus. They attacked the traitor half, and he basically lost like most of his limbs. And so now
He got Anakin'd.
He basically did, yeah. And now he's He's like robotic.
Is he
White
one of the
Scar.
most iconic characters in Warhammer though? Surely he's not S tier.
Saved a baby.
He's the leader of the
during
White
Siege of
Scars.
Terror.
Yeah,
He's the leader of
He
the
rode
White
a bike
Scars in
into
Horus
an-
Heresy.
I've read
Into
the
a
whole
spaceship
Heresy
to
White Scars
infiltrate
books,
it.
and I don't like. It was years ago, to be fair.
Like,
but I don't
Colin, you know
remember
that
them.
bit at the end of Halo 1 where you ride a warthog into the ship
Yeah.
right at the end? Like,
Yeah.
Shiban did that with a motorbike.
This guy's S tier, and
He did that.
Malcolm was A tier.
All right,
That
all right,
seems
Andy's
pretty
convinced me.
crazy.
He compared it to a warthog run. He's S
He
tier.
is
Oh,
not
yeah.
S tier, unfortunately, Andy.
He's
Yeah,
definitely not S
Andy
tier.
knows how
Come
to
on.
get me on his side.
How about top of A tier? Because he's well cool.
A tier is fine.
He has like, and he also is in like a surprising amount of books.
Uh,
And he even has a short story about how he takes Torgen's sword to one of his descendants and is like, shit's gonna get real soon. Oh, where can I put this that's
Did
safe?
we-
Nowhere. Have fun.
Did we read the last donations?
Nope, not yet.
Nope.
Thank you guys.
Michael Pett, Hal, this one's for you.
Oh, thank you, Hal, for explaining things to the listening audience. As someone who listens, this is as a podcast, it helps a lot.
Nice. Thank
I
you
mean, I
too.
keep it in mind, brother. Thank you.
Also, Louis Rodriguez, $2. Thank you. Kid and S tier. Everybody loves Kid.
Mm-hmm.
But is he a real character?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
Maybe his name's
Andy,
pronounced like Titan. or
Andy
something.
puts Shiban in like B tier because he's not more liked than the Emperor.
Bottom of A.
He's just
gonna get
not.
actual
It's not even close. No one would ever say, "Oh
Oh,
my
yeah,
god,
no, sure.
I'm raging! I'm raging!" for
Okay.
Shiban over the
Okay.
lion."
Well, if that's the case, can we put Tagutai Yusugai in S tier?
Bro,
No.
come on. Oh my God.
He saves an
very
entire
interesting
legion with his own sacrifice. I'm just saying.
I don't know who that
Andy,
is.
Andy, I have
Like,
copium.
I
but
come back and that
you're-
guy's
I'm
name
just
is
saying,
Andy is the copium.
I'm just saying. He does a Malkador. He sits on like the edgier version of the Golden Throne, disintegrates himself
The edgy.
in order to like get the White Scars to the Throne World. He saves an entire legion's worth of Astartes for the final battle where it's like important. And he's a cool dude. And he helps
He is the Khan's,
founder
like,
of the who will then
childhood
become
best
the founder of the
friend.
Grey Knights. He's his childhood best friend. He's his advisor. He's really cool. He's there during the Council of Nicaea, and he's like, "I don't know, bro. Hey, Big E, maybe Psychers ain't so bad, you know? Oh well,
I
like,
put
he's
him-
great.
He's a. If you've read the White Scars, he's a comparable to Saul Tarvis level of like. If people who've read it, they like him as much as they like Saul Tarvis. Again, you're putting him above him. I don't think people in the fandom.
Well, yeah, he's in more books.
Andy, in the fandom, people like.
He's in more
Tarvis
books.
more.
He's in more books. He's done more stuff.
Lucius in more books. It doesn't mean people like
but no one likes Lucius.
That's a good point.
It's just the very like people like both characters, but he does more, and he's in
Andy.
more books.
It's okay. Like I do like him, but I'm very aware. Like he's not above the like soul. Yes, thank you.
Boo.
Now,
Oh,
Lehman
no.
Russ, here we go.
Hold on a second. I just got to make something
Give Lehman A tier.
for.
What do you say? A tier?
Yeah, I like Lehman. I hate his kids.
There we go.
Well, I would put him in C tier.
You're insane.
Ooh, what? C tier?
I
tier?
don't like the fact that his whole shtick is, oh, I'm playing the role of a barbarian, when he basically, there's no like, and then he secretly like made use of the fact like he's playing his barbarian role. Like everyone who needs to see through it sees through it, and he basically ends up doing the same thing that a reckless barbarian would do anyway.
I suppose there is just a little bit of a I was only pretending to be stupid.
But I did a stupid thing anyways. His whole thing,
Yeah, so I don't even. He's like that guy. He's like, I'm crushing beer cans on my forehead. I don't even like alcohol. It's like, well, why did you have 5 kegs worth?
My dude,
I swear I'm
saying.
drinking this beer for the Emperor.
I'm
My
doing
dude
it
arrived-
ironically. It's like, sure, Lehman, sure.
my dude arrived at Terra with like half a legion still alive, and he basically went. Dawn was like, "Yo, oh, amazing! We could use you to help defend Terra." He went, "No, I'm a pretend to be a stupid idiot, and I'm gonna go attack Horus. He'll never see it coming." They do it.
Non-caffeinated.
Doesn't
He
Doesn't
did almost
win.
kill him.
doesn't manage to kill Horus, and then they basically lose most of the Space Wolves. So
Although I do like how he causes Horus to have like post-puncture clarity and go like, no, I am evil. Thanks for giving the option, but I am evil, just so you know. Aw.
yeah,
I appreciate the out, but no, I'm evil.
appreciate how Terra was
Yeah.
in a worse state because Lehman Russ pointlessly threw his legion at Horus and basically went, he'll never see it coming because he thinks I'm an idiot, but he knows I'm not an idiot. Whoopsie. Fuck, that hurts so much.
Dylan
That's
Gossai
why-
donated €2 and said Lehman got kicked by Angron and got roasted at once.
He's pretty introspective. Wasn't there some like he was reading something Lorgar wrote and was like, yeah, that's some good
Yeah.
shit.
The
Like,
dialogue,
yeah.
his dialogue is good when he's not surrounded by space wolves.
Yeah.
That's the Space
Please-
Wolf's fault, not his.
Please, he's not more liked than Fulgrim.
You know what he just reminded me of? He's like Sully in the second Monsters Inc. film, because he's like, when he's around the other guys, like, yeah, I'm a party animal, I'm a bit, whoa. And then like he's more introspective when he's with Mike Wazowski.
Look, I'm
And
just
Mike
saying-
Wazowski, I guess, is Malkador in this situation. I don't know.
I would look.
I'm confused.
Isn't he also the only Primarch who liked Malkador? So yeah, he's like
No,
He was like his protege. In
Yeah.
a lot of
how
ways.
far is
maybe
like
not the only one that liked, but was like the one who was like, yeah, this is his Uncle Malkador.
Yeah, they played Regicide a lot.
Yeah.
And he got on more with
Lehman Russ
Constantine as
is
well.
not more well liked than Fulgrim. Come on,
Oh yeah, he totally is. He totally is.
no, he's not.
Absolutely is.
He is
As a
much
Fulgrim-
more
That's coming from
hated.
Eli.
As a Fulgrim fan, I know Lehman Russ is liked more.
He
Yeah.
is the much more than Marmite. He is despised or loved.
There's more Space Wolf fans than Empress Children's fans, as we can see simply by Space Wolves having a codex and Empress Children having 20-year-old upgrade kits for Noise Marines.
Maybe put him below the M. Maybe no, he's about as liked and loved and hated as the Emperor.
Is he?
Maybe above the Emperor.
Okay.
I'm a Space
Sorry,
Wolf
brothers.
fan, and I love Lehman. Lehman's a good man.
Yeah, like
No.
I'd drink with
How's
him.
takes? I don't know.
Read. Bro, we read it. You know what I mean? We're attacking some of this with a much vaster array of like context.
Luis Rodriguez, Magnus S tier, Amber King's opinion.
No.
even how the Miss Magnus is a jerk.
Magnus
Yeah.
sucks. Kill him. with
Thousand
Greg.
Suns. My favorite part of the Thousand Suns novel is the fact when they literally Magnus says, "We will have to die for the Imperium," and they all went, "No, screw you, you suck."
No, I
I'm gonna go out
don't.
there and I'm gonna go out there and kick walls. Like,
And, Caleb Collins donated $199 saying, "Brother Azron from Flash Kits is triple S tier." Yes,
Is
brother.
that the one that kills furries?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't seen the last like 340k things from Flash Kits. I've been lacking.
The
I
one
haven't
they
seen
did like
Space
a few days ago is really good.
They made an. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they did make another.
It's
one.
about Bluey. Is it Bluey? the
I saw it
cartoon?
in my recommended, but I haven't seen it yet.
Why are they fighting Bluey? That's a kid show.
Oh, it's because of the infestation of furries, so they get like.
What's the
There's
next one,
something over
Andy?
here,
Bro, we got to
brothers.
install AdBlock on Andy's computer.
Yeah, I'll get around to it. In the remaster, I'll just cut it out. It's fine. Björn the Fell-Handed is next.
I feel
People
he
like
feels
everyone's
probably
favorite Dreadnought.
he's like A tier. I mean, who doesn't like him? He's just a guy.
Was that a purposeful cough, Hal, or was that?
No, I've been ill, so I'm recovering. Actually, I might get some water for a bit, brothers. I'll
It was
come
just the
back.
timing. It's just like no one doesn't like it, and you just went.
I'll be back in a second.
Yeah.
Oh no! Before I go though, Ragnar is at least A.
I love Ragnar Blackmane, but he is a space wolf, which means a
Okay.
lot of people hate him.
Yeah, it does get down because of that.
Hmm.
But
I
his
think he's
novels are like
baller.
fancy novels. They're literally a fancy novel. His first
Mm.
one, which is cool. I like if anyone wants to get into 40k and they just read fancy books before, read the Ragnar one. Because William King,
quite
who
old,
also,
aren't they?
William King, who also wrote Godric and Felix, wrote Ragnar
I was
Blackmane.
gonna say that's
That's a high. The author's goated with like his
A
works.
little bit
So.
of sauce.
And they've put them on Audible now, which
Just going to grab
Very
a
recently, I
water
think.
brothers back in a second.
Yeah,
Go for it.
bet.
okay. The next one is Lucas the Trickster.
He's also a
Mr.
G.
I'm going to put a grenade in my heart.
I
Look,
feel like
Hmm.
he's less known than like Ragnar and
he's
stuff.
a
Though.
space wolf and sucks for it, but I vote he goes in S tier because with the way his rule was written in old times, you put him next to a Titan, and then
Yeah,
you
he
roll
blew
the
up.
2, and then you took out the 3,000 point model.
Yeah,
with
baby.
some space
Hmm.
wolf.
He also has his own book and it's pretty fun. He trolls the Dark Eldar a lot, and
To
he
be
kind of
fair,
dies, but not really.
Caleb just put G tier for grenade.
Nice.
I'll allow it. How about that?
Do I care or want to care about his character? No, but the idea of some dude who brings a Titan to a friendly game of Warhammer and then gets Lucas the Trickster.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It still works with like any character though, right? So like throw him at
I don't know,
Abaddon and
there's
then
no rules.
he die. I think like it still works on characters.
Hmm.
So
It's
throw him
probably
at
like more
Abaddon and then Abaddon is just gone.
Why did Mr. Mihalov? Why we said when Hal turns on his cam, there would be a body bag.
Yeesh.
I don't know.
What did I miss? Jesus.
All right.
One.
Everyone's like middest Primarch.
Yeah,
It's
surely
Regal
it's-
Dawn.
See your beats here, I guess.
Would you like him more if his
Um,
armor wasn't, if they weren't
Yellow.
yellow?
Yeah.
Just like for real.
I like
would
it.
we like them
I'd like
more?
it more if he wore a hard hat.
Hmm.
He doesn't.
He should.
Help
think
me
I'm like-
safe, man. Come on.
To borrow Colin's language, I can appreciate Dawn,
Mhm.
but I don't think I like hate or love Dawn that much.
Mhm.
Someone has to be just like present, and he's that guy. He's here.
Mhm.
He, in fact, is a
Yeah.
Primarch.
He's not making waves. He's not
He's-
upsetting anyone. He's
Mr.
Dawn.
Mr. Primarch. Oh wait, where's Old One Eye? By the way, where's Old One Eye?
Oh, thank you, Selby47, for the $2.
Where's
One Lord is a G. I would make that.
That's not really a character.
He's,
Dude,
yeah, I don't know if I would call him
Hey.
even a character.
It's
He's
more
just-
like a force of nature
thing.
than anything.
yeah.
Sigismund.
Everyone loves Sigismund, right? Like
Yeah,
he's
That's
us
just
too.
like Dorn. I really relate to his autism.
Me
You've
too.
been asking me for an
Um,
Exodite video for about 6 months. I think I get it.
I'm
2 weeks.
guessing high A.
S tier.
Everyone likes Sigismund.
S
I've never heard
tier.
someone say they don't like
He got
Sigismund.
sword and he's good at the sword.
He's like extremely OP. Like nobody would beat him.
Yeah.
You know.
He's just a regular space marine.
Except for
who's the
Abaddon.
best space
Didn't
marine.
we all have a conversation about him being overrated like 2 months ago?
Yeah. This is why I'm
It's
like,
like-
S
Like the
tier?
community loves him. Like who? I've never heard someone say they don't like
Yeah,
Sigismund.
but he's not really like anyone's favorite. It's more
Yes,
like, oh,
he
we really
is.
like
Black
him, but
Templars.
He isn't
He's,
like
yeah, no,
he's like the best fighter, but that's not a great character necessarily.
His character is
Cool
interesting.
in
though.
Siege of Terra, like the whole 2 books that I've read from that series.
Mm,
He goes like his whole thing is a crisis of faith. So he's like one of the
By
first.
Phil Kelly, this Farsight book.
He's like one of the first like religious space marines.
Yeah, that is cool. I've read like 20 Horse Heresy books, but I feel like I've read 0 when I talk with you guys. It feels so bad.
Well, to be fair, it's our job though. So
I know.
We-
I don't
we-
know
we
that
each get
Horse
paid
Heresy
to-
stuff. So
to read it.
Yeah.
It was not
Yeah.
a dog at my door.
To be honest, once you've gotten over the hump of like listening or reading to 64 books of the Horus Heresy, then you can be like, what else can I talk about?
Yeah. Well,
Ah.
yeah. I'm just living in 40K, I guess.
Yeah. Because at the moment I'm going through Lazarus, so that's a bit of fun.
Mm. Is that Vulcan?
Um,
Who's next? Who's that?
Conrad Kurz.
No, this is Conrad Kurz.
Can't even.
That's an artwork which is to
Is it?
represent when he became the
heck?
king of
I
Nostromo.
thought that was Creed.
No, I was in a rush to make the tier, and I went, that'll do. So I picked that one. Makes
I
it
think
more regal.
he is pretty like. There's obviously some like detractor because he is edgy, but he's still pretty well loved, just as the character in general.
All the
Armlet's
insane
cool.
fangirls who are like, Carl's is so dreamy. You're like,
Armlet's cool,
run.
decent story.
I like
Big
him.
bonus, he's dead,
Dude.
so they can't ruin him anymore.
True. Caleb Collins, thank you for the $5. Alpha Busa's interpretation of Dorn, Dor, and Magnus Marcus are the best Primarch iterations. American football beats soccer. Our violence is legal. Nice. Big for the $5. Also, Plastic Bag. I do read lots of books. They're just not Horus Heresy books. That's all. And they're mostly cool books, not Space Marine books.
How dare you?
I bet
How dare you flexing on your bike? Just sipping your caffeine-free drink.
is pretty good going for Necrons at the moment because the books
Yeah,
that are
baby.
coming out are gonna be good.
I'm
Continue to
listening
eat.
to Dead Men Walking.
Collins over there being like, "Where's my good authors?"
I
Please.
gave up on Eldar books a long time ago.
All
Crimson Glory.
Thank you, Crimson Glory. Sigismund is the definition of weaponized autism. Very true. He's just like me. I understand how he feels.
I think Conrad Kurz is A tier at least. Probably.
Yeah, I agree. I think he has more love than hate. So
Maybe even just because there's so many people who played. Actually, no, the next character will probably get that. But yeah, speaking of next character though, Talos. From what I can, even just seeing the analytics on my
I need
own
to
channel
read
from the
Night
video
Lord's
I did,
analytics.
he is because the Night Lord trilogy is one of the best ways to enter the series.
I need to read it.
Is S tier.
Frick. He seems pretty cool. And Joe Ken 499, thank you. Rogel is as interesting as a brick wall at times, but boy, his seed, made the best characters / successors. That is true. I agree with that. Siggy Boy, Grimaldus, Alexis Polix, Cantor, Soul Triggers. Leon, thank you for the 10 European dollars. No Grimaldus? I don't know. Maybe not.
He's later
I
on.
haven't seen
He's
the
up.
whole list.
He's after the main ones.
Yeah,
the
we have
main
a very
legions.
long list here.
Yeah,
I think
we've got to keep going.
Talos could go into S tier just because he is like
Yeah, I feel like everyone.
community wise well loved. Sevatar
Sevatar also S.
right next to Talos, just pretty loved. Sanguinius. Nobody hates Sanguinius.
Nobody hates him, but I think
That's
he
his
is
thing.
maybe overrated. But I mean,
Compared to the rest
if we're
of us,
gonna, if we're gonna put Sigismund in S for being like the best fighter, and that's why people like him, surely we can put Sanguinius in the S tier for being
Yeah.
the most likable guy.
maybe Sigismund goes at the bottom then of S tier.
In the
Yeah.
tier where it's who do people love, and it's the
Yeah.
guy who everyone
Everyone
loves.
loves
We've
him.
got to put him in S tier,
Yeah.
surely.
I don't mind him. I just feel like people like Sanguinius because other people like Sanguinius, so then they just like assume he's cool.
To be fair, a
But
lot
he
of
is
people
cool.
play Blood Angels.
Blood Angels are the coolest looking. So I mean,
Yeah, I think maybe put
Red.
Dark Angels are right there, Eli. Come on.
okay,
Sigismund at the bottom
True,
of S
true.
tier. Just like Sanguinius goes up.
Another great one.
Oh,
Dante.
S tier as well, to be fair.
Yeah,
Everyone likes Dante. The
Better
man
than
just
Ziggy.
can't wait
I'd
to
say he's
get.
better.
Killed.
I
He
don't
can't
know,
wait to get split in half in the line of duty.
Yeah.
Like my dude is ready to go.
Dude, just like no.
thought you were gonna say just like me.
Yeah, just like
For some
I
reason,
was gonna say something horrid like that, and then I
Jeez.
didn't for once.
for some reason, how when you said split, I thought, would you like a banana split?
Mm.
A bal banana?
Ooh,
Banana
banana
they don't
split.
have
split.
bananas on ball,
Yes,
do they?
please.
They have like
Maybe
beetles,
Ball
scorpions.
scorpions, beetles, and was it
Ball nana.
thirst water or something? It's like a moss that eats people.
Yeah.
Mephiston. He's also cool. He's a blood angel and he's strong.
I like it. I like Mephiston because he's exactly what you get on the tin.
I've totally
just
read the
like
Blood
Sigismund.
Angels books, bro. I totally know what I'm talking about.
Thing is, it's
He is,
like
in
if-
fact,
if-
a blood angel.
If Sigismund put all of his stats into strength, he put it in magic. That's basically the difference.
All I'm saying, there's a reason there's like literally one Blood Angels video on my entire channel with like 500 videos. And it's because I know nothing about them.
I think
there's some good stuff.
Mephiston maybe is liked as much as Saul Tarvitz.
Yeah, I feel it.
Like
Yeah.
he's a character you
Yeah,
should
for all
like.
the love he gets, lots of people are like, "Oh, he's OP, he's boring." So
There's lots of depth to him as a character from the books, but he's also a character you don't have to think too hard about and enjoy because he's just like, yes, I will invert you inside out.
I did like his bits in the Rathen omnibus, but no one's read it because it's really old, and it's James Swallow again, but it's really good.
Cool.
People should read it.
Oh,
Iron Manus,
I love you,
Andy
Ferris.
Manus.
I'll always love you, Ferris, no matter what they say.
Or how mid you really are.
Yeah,
pain.
Top of
that'll do.
season.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right
Yeah.
above him.
Shadrach Medusan. Put that in.
People like
I
him,
love
but not
Shadrach.
everyone's heard of him.
Yeah, he has the Shiban effect, where it's like he's great, but no one's read his books
I
apparently.
read books about him 10 years ago, and I totally remember. what
Not
they
more
say.
than Fulgrim, surely.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually felt something when he died, whereas like most characters, I'm like, whereas like he was like, he's doing so well. He was like a Game of Thrones character in Warhammer. It's like, why him? He was the best of them. He was the
Yeah,
only character
Fulgrim's
anyone
a
likes in the
Primarch.
Iron.
Angron.
Angron.
Probably B tier.
I
Similar
I
to
do like
Fulgrim,
him.
maybe. Maybe higher than Fulgrim, though.
just like him
Beaver
for his
Blunt or
clapbacks
Stormer.
against like Gilliman being like.
But he
and
has
other
the
characters.
he has the issue where all the Reddit plague has just called him like a man baby stuff like that.
Who?
The Redditors.
No, I didn't hear the character name. And this is
Angron.
Angron.
Oh,
Angry Ron.
He has the same issue with Perturabo, where
Ronald.
Colin just hates him just because it's funny.
I like Agron.
True, but,
He's
you know what I mean.
his tabletop. Corn. Therefore, I hate him because the tabletop is haha. I move next to you. Fuck you.
He's not that overpowered.
That being said, Kane bodies him because Kane's sword is also a gun, and Angron has no range to anything.
But he can come back.
Yes, he can.
So Kane does it again.
So because Angron, if he gets killed and you can use your blood surge rolls, if you get 3 6s, you can basically set him back up in
Comes back,
reserves.
Which is far less broken than his old version, which was just 6 points, and you got 2 when he died.
Yeah. Dylan Goss, I thank you for the 2 bribe for Angron S. Actual good trader reasons.
As an FS brother,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a strong bribe.
He probably deserves A. Like
I would, I'd say A. I kind of wish I look at his fall, and it's a catch-22 because on the one hand, like it is tragic. He was supposed to be something like the empath Primarch, and it was just robbed of him. But it does kind of rob him of agency, and it doesn't really make Horus look good for convincing him either because it's like it did not. Anyone could have convinced Angron to go against the Emperor.
I don't
He was
vibe
raring
with
to go.
I don't vibe with the gladiator stuff that much.
Really?
no, I love the
Like I don't know what I just don't think of it. Like I just don't vibe with it as much. Like the whole Aegis of
my favorite
Cities thing just doesn't grab me.
Fair.
The
Oh,
Nails
Hills
of
of
the
Glory
Mighty.
donated.
Oh,
Yeah.
Prison Glory.
Nails
is-
are biting.
The hills are biting. All right. Well, while they're biting, what about Khan? Maybe put him in.
He's probably S or A, one of the two.
It depends. Khan in 40k.
True. Karn 30k is really cool. Karn 40k is just the guy who kills people.
Gentlemen, I'd
Yeah.
like to introduce a concept to all of you. It's called a character arc.
Yeah.
When they get to the end of it, they're done developing.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some room. I mean, like characters like Ahriman, who is technically corrupted by Zinch, is still undergoing a character arc. So it's not a case of what Chaos Corruption can do. It's what the writer can do with it, and they're lacking on that.
Well, that's Ahriman's character still has time
Yeah.
to continue failing.
I haven't read the most recent World Leaders book, so maybe he's had more in the spotlight. But the last book I read with him in it was the Alpha Legion one, and he's literally just like, I kill people and I'm good at it.
JP's just kicking my ass today. Holy shit.
Damn.
God,
Bunny Cop
Commander's
donated,
mighty schlong.
Bunny Cop donated
Thank you.
$5 saying, Angron, genuine A. He's tragic, has real beef, and more reason than anyone to rebel. But his one note after a while robs him of S.
that's a better way of putting it than I did.
And Commander's mighty schlong, woo, $2. And Dylan Gossai, €2. Angron comforted his loyalist son he killed. Honor.
Sure, change our channel names like Pancreas No Work, Mighty Schlong, Commander or something.
Diabetic Schlong 2000.
Diabetic Schlong. I think it's exactly the same as a normal.
Anyway,
diabetes does not interact with that part.
Insulin.
speaking of Colin, it's his favorite character, Robert
The sword and
Goleman.
the balls. Yeah, give him S tier.
Yeah, truly.
Come on.
He is the poster man for all of Warhammer nowadays, so he deserves it, I guess.
He took it from his kids when he came back.
Crimson Glory, thank you for the $20.
Thank you.
I'm S tier, or I will lose myself to the nails.
Put him in S tier.
Why?
Crimson Glory.
Put him there, just for his
That-
own
that's a
safety.
bribe. We've been bribed. It's fine.
There was only one
Calgar?
space anyway.
Oh, Calgar.
S tier for Ultramarine.
Come on,
S
put him
tier,
right next
baby.
to
S tier
Calgar.
with Kato Sakari.
No.
Yeah, you know it, baby. You know it. Put him in that throne. Put him in that throne. The gamer chair.
No, Calgar needs to die, bro.
S tier. Double
What?
fist.
Why?
Double fist in the throne.
He's uninteresting.
Easy. Didn't ask.
Bro,
Wouldn't you rather have Cato Sagarius as your
Who?
chapter master?
Who?
it's crazy how
Who
all
asked?
these names you're saying aren't Arnius Calcar.
Hmm.
The bro's a
Probably
robot.
Arneas for
How
little-
many other Space Marines have ripped the head off a Lord of Skulls? Is that a character moment? No, but it's cool. Where's Vulcan He Stands, Marvel comic, Al? I don't see it.
Where's the Eldar stuff, Colin?
Especially with that picture in the background of Vulcan behind Hal, that just rubs the salt
Hal's
in a
not
little
like
bit
right?
more.
old people that
No.
remind you of himself. Bro, I'm still
Collins,
1920s.
Collins
No.
loves even out very well because the Eldar and the Ultramarines are like the polar opposites. so he-
Exactly.
Bro, I'm the
Plus-
youngest
plus-
looking member of Lorecrimes.
You can't hurt me with your Eldar slander because in Age of Sigmar and fantasy, the writers love the elves.
True.
That's where I'm home.
That's where they all
So
went.
true, kid.
Yeah, that's they all moved.
Let's look at these.
Uriel Ventress.
Is it-
Uriel Ventress.
No, that's a Darth Vader throw pillow.
I have not read the
Ventress-
Uriel Ventress books yet.
They're pretty
Way there.
good, but they are they're strange to me.
I think
They're-
you,
they
Andy,
have-
you read them all in one go, so you might be
Yeah,
a bit over.
I read them in like a month span, but it did give me like an insight to be like, oh, he's kind of like what would you like? He's just weird. He's really weird as a character because he goes through all these different changes, and I'm like, I like him, but now they've exhausted his character with so much stuff. They're kind of like, all right, we're not doing anything with anymore. We'll make a remodel of him in Primary.
These are some
How,
good, this is good
how you
content.
say you're the youngest, but you talk like my grand.
Nice.
The end time says
How
otherwise.
old your
Doesn't-
grandpa? 40?
End times aren't real. End times aren't
That's
real.
also not hating the elves. That's hating the setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's every-
Yeah,
I just,
I mean,
I
you're
don't know.
no,
I wanna put
Uriel
Ventress-
Ventress is light. Yeah,
Yep, he's an Ultramarine. He's
Yeah.
I don't like that he's green.
Titus.
It should be blue.
Titty. I mean
He's blue
Titus.
and-
Everyone loves Titus. Everyone
Yes,
loves
yeah.
Space
Yeah,
Marine.
come on.
He's a
It's Jimmy
baller.
S tier at this point.
You know, the funny thing is, it's not even that good. Like, it's a solid 6
Yeah,
out
it's
of
like
10.
Yeah, but since it's Warhammer, compared to
It's a
Warhammer games,
12
it's
out of
10 out of
10.
10. Yeah,
Thank you,
exactly.
Harry Valentine. Says, I hope no one's grandpa says any of the things Hal is. Bro, if you hear your grandparents, they say much fouler things. They got opinions about people
Oh
of
my
different
God.
backgrounds.
Oh, by the way, can anyone hear fireworks? Oh, good.
No.
I'm serious.
No, it's
Taylor
okay.
Swift is performing next door, and it's annoying. Sorry about that.
Oh,
That's a weird coincidence.
Taylor Swift and Warhammer. Shout out to my Swifties.
Stephanie 47, thank you for the $2. I'm sorry, I don't see my Hanzo.
Okay.
Boy.
The funny thing,
Let me find
The guy with the metal jerk-it arm.
Okay.
You know what he
free-
reminds me of?
That's
free
not
armor.
the first thing I think of, but
He reminds me of like a Metal Gear Solid villain, like from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance or something. That's how I would describe him. He's just
My limited knowledge.
he's like mustachy twirling, but kind of funny. Put him in
Iron Warrior books are the books I think I'm going to read after I finish the
next to Ventress, maybe next to Ventress.
Probably, yeah.
It's kind of fun. He's like the
There's
only
this
Iron
one.
Warriors character in the 41st millennium.
Yeah.
Mortarion, D tier.
Yeah.
D.
I know how
I find it it's difficult because the
No
guy
one
who
likes him.
the guy who has like semi done well with his character is the author Chris Ray, who kind of has some slapping books. But Mortarion's only role is to be someone else's obstacle.
Keldor Drago, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
True. Getting wrecked by Calor Drago is kind of an L.
I do like the fact that he is the dislike of his character being a hypocrite, I think, is unfounded.
When was the
But
last
I
W?
don't think there's much to
guy?
love. I don't think there's much to love about Mortarion.
When's the last time he took a W in the last 10,000 years?
Never.
Has he,
That's the
has
thing,
he
he
ever
doesn't
taken
win
a
ever.
W?
He gets disrespected by his second in command, his legion, and everything. It's like he never gets respect.
Yeah. He gets killed by the Khan and Drago and
Yeah.
Gilliman.
He did
Gilliman,
chase
yeah.
down his
Caleb
foster
Collins,
fathers.
big Caleb Collins, $2. Malky, this is a true Phoenix King. That's right, baby.
Kill this
Ravenous.
person.
Next one is that
This one's Huron Fowl, the guy who dies in Istvan 3. I
The
thought
guy
I'd put him in.
is he the guy who's hugging the guy
Yeah,
and they die?
he's like,
Yeah.
we'll go together, and then they blow up.
I feel like that's
He's
too
made
small
a
of a
he's made a
character,
fake Snapchat filter. For
Can I just say-
What?
that death scene, by the way, is immediately like, can you take me higher to a place where
With arms wide open
Yeah.
under the
That's truly a
sunlight.
Creed moment.
Cogma Gaming has been a member for 19 months. Didn't realize we were that
Yay.
old. It's pretty cool.
Thank
I
you.
love being a war criminal. Bless your soul.
So do we.
Hope you enjoy
We need to make merch.
the slop.
Dude, slop is what we're here for.
Creed mentioned best law criminal detective. To be fair, I think Colin might have been the one we were talking about it. It may have been a year ago. He's mentioning like Creed at like a concert thing, and it's the one where maybe it's like a Super Bowl. I don't know, but they're like there's a guy flying with an American flag.
yeah.
baby.
Bro, it's so American, but it's like kind of cool though.
Mm.
You know, like it's not cringe. It's like a yeah, kind of cool. Oh,
All right.
Garrow.
Garrow. S tier.
Everybody loves Garo.
Yeah.
This is one like again. This is like very like this is only Horus Heresy people though.
Mhm.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
It's S tier.
But like,
I
I'm
think
not
it's
a
top
Horus
of A.
Heresy guy, and I think Garo's cool. Like, I've read enough. If you've read a few Horus Heresy books, I mean, like, I've read like 20, but that feels like barely anything.
I'm just saying.
And you still like,
Garrow's got like 4 books for just him.
yeah.
That's how much people like Garrow.
Mm.
He got 4 books, as well as the books he's also in, like Flight of the Eisenstein and The Buried Dagger. Like, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
We got,
I love him.
He is the first like kind of proto Grey Knight.
I'll put him above
Yeah.
six.
It's cool.
There we go.
we got Crimson Glory member for 2 months. Thank you. Everything American
Thank
is
you,
cool.
brother.
Hal, you're goddamn right, baby.
Hoorah!
Eh, depends where you are. I don't think even Americans think everything in America is cool. Was it like Texas and California? They hate each other.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I was a Texan, I would hate a Californian, and if I was a Californian, I'd hate a Texan. Simple as.
And the people in Iowa are just like, what's going on? Huh?
No one lives in Iowa. It's
I
one of
wanna
those-
live in
Someone lives in
I
Idaho.
want to live in Texas.
Just listen to Slipknot.
Bro, come to Iowa. We have corn. What else? That's
I
it.
imagine it's probably cheap to live in places
What-
like Iowa too.
Yeah, it's
Parker
cheap to live
Summerlin?
in the empty vacuum of space too.
Yeah, I like the empty vacuum of space.
Parker Sumlin with $4 says,
Thank
wait,
you.
$5. My problem with Ultramarines recently is that they're a bunch of pretty boys these days rather than looking rough and ugly.
Hey, they're
I mean,
pretty
all of
in there.
Warhammer is a little bit cleaner because that's the
Yeah.
whole.
the whole
Yeah.
aesthetic is just like kind of more generic and
Yeah.
boring now. Just to
Yeah,
get
I mean,
more
Uriel got to
into
glow
the
up.
game.
Don't mistake it.
Look,
He
To
looks
be
like
fair, it's not every faction gets that look, like newer look. Like the Chaos
Mm.
artwork that comes out recently is pretty
Yeah,
like
some of it has
grimdarky.
actually been nice. It's
Yeah,
true.
that the Chaos Space Marine Codex is.
But yeah,
Which is in a
Primaris,
okay, go dealer.
Primaris Space Marines and their art style have been a disaster to all Space Marine kind. Space Marines are like actually ruined to me now because of Primaris art style, but what can you do? I'm just
Which
being
is we're in a different era of it. Like if you remember, people often like that grimdark, but then there are also a bunch of people who are like, "Oh, where's my goblin green bases like really cartoony style?" Like a lot of people.
having a mix of goofy and grimdark
Yeah.
is great, but now there's like neither of them for a lot of the
now
factions.
they're,
But then
now
again,
they're just
it's
playing it
also-
straight.
Yeah, they're just sci-fi. Like Space Marines are just a
Yeah.
sci-fi faction, and the super Primaris are just so lame, man.
But then it's also like the changing of the times, like in the 80s and stuff. You had
Yeah.
Star Wars, you had the Akira movie where it's like all grim, and now it's like Iron Man. Like, oh, it's a suit of armor.
Just
So I
feel
look like
like-
Iron Man.
But like, just look, like even just
Move.
I'll bring this up at least once a year for the rest of my life. Every Space Marine combat patrol of
Sucks.
other chapters does not have a single unique unit for the actual Space Marines in it. I guess the Dark Angels do now, but like look at the Space Wolves and Blood Angels ones, and just like it's just like depressions. Like there's not a single Space Wolf unit in there or a single Blood Angels unit in there. It's just Primaris slop.
Money.
Yeah.
Money good.
I've snuck Magnuson at the bottom of D tier. We're happy with that then? Cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Araman, put him there as well.
Does Andy's
Iron Man's
voice
high.
occasionally speed up for anyone else?
A little bit because it's the
That's why it's
thing
catching up,
catching
I
up.
guess. Yeah.
It reminds me of Ben Shapiro.
Army.
So
Army
actually,
probably
my
beats
wife, she
Oh,
doesn't get
God.
she's dry.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
Eli, I think I've had that Primaris Space Marines are actually the best kinds of Marine.
If we could have a Lorecrimes episode with like AI voice filters that made us sound like Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro type
And Alex
MFs, that'd be
Jones.
so funny. Iron Man is higher than D tier, bro. People like Iron Man.
I
He's
like
cooler than Karn in 40k. Come on.
I like how
What?
your
We're
brain
just saying
turned
that
his
he has
siblings into
character
dust.
development still.
No, she undid them as
Yeah.
dust and then threw them into the
Come
warp.
on, bro. Armin
I
is
have a
an
soft spot for
A-tier,
Iron Man
man.
because it's the man is truly the embodiment of never back down, never what, never give up.
He's the
Never
only like
listen.
interesting chaos champion nowadays.
Yeah, he's literally the only interesting chaos champion.
Ignore the Geneva Convention. Ignore
That's
consent.
right, baby.
There's
That's
no-
right.
There's no
Little,
Geneva Convention if there's no Geneva.
fucking little Magnus.
Yeah.
So
Little
Kevin calls it
Magnus
Ben
energy.
Shapiro's mixtape with Tom McDonald kills me.
You'd order a refund for us to sound if we sounded like Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro. Tell me that's not the funniest thing ever. Oh man,
Should be
so
our
sad.
intro.
I'll put him
Lorgar.
next to Mephiston because they're both
Lorgar, my
cycles.
beloved.
Lorgar.
I don't think
I
he's
love you,
super well
Lorgar.
liked.
I love you, Lorgar. No, they don't get it. They don't get it, Lorgar. I'm here for you, baby.
What is this? What is this?
I think we might have to speed up a little bit, boys. 'Cause I realized like are we halfway?
We're
This
over
might be
halfway.
our only.
Oh yeah,
tier
about
list
halfway.
today.
Oh my god. What's
He's
the next
probably-
one?
We're over halfway.
Lorgar's probably C tier. Who's it?
Who's it?
Eliphas. Eliphas is.
Eliphas.
Oh,
He's the one from Dawn of War.
Dude,
S tier.
S tier.
I love you, Eliphas.
Sindri.
Horus.
Horace.
I mean,
B.
as you can tell from our reactions, yeah. To be fair, he is cool,
Can we
but he's
He's
dead.
a
right next to
betrayal.
his dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Betrayal.
Yeah.
Abaddon.
The day Horus shat himself.
Abaddon, get.
Sandman is going to kill us.
Let's put him in C tier just for Ed's sake. And anyone who's read the Black Legion novels will like Abaddon at least a little bit. So
Yeah, he's quite cool in those books, but he's kind of outshined by the other characters for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I prefer
the main character is
What's his
really
name?
cool. Is he
Kaon.
Kaon? Iskander
Yeah.
or whatever? Iskander?
Sander
He's
Kaon.
just
I
a
read that
bit
book like
underrated
5
too.
years ago. I have to reread so much. It feels like.
Abaddon feels like the silhouette of a bad guy rather than like, oh, I'm actually intimidated by him.
I mean, if the setting could progress more, then he'd be cooler. But we've talked about this before.
Is the next one Mr. I was there
Loken.
the day Horus slew the Emperor.
Horus shat himself.
I was there the day Horus shat.
I love you, Logan.
Gotta be S.
I was
Yeah.
there the day Horus Sharamzied.
What does that mean? What is that word you just said?
Do you know
Made it
you shit fart come and sneeze at the same time?
Bro.
Hal, what do you do?
Oh
with your
my
free
gosh,
time?
dude. Who is this
Going
guy?
on?
That's unironically
is
a
this
Family
guy?
Guy bit. It's not a thing.
Oh man.
I sharumsied myself. Bro, what is
Oh
this
my
man on
gosh, man.
I'm overstimulated. Oh my god.
Sharumsy.
Holy
Sharumsy.
Is
Derek Torgadon.
I feel the Sharumsies coming.
Torgadon's definitely A tier.
Stop, no
Everyone
more
likes him,
sharumsing.
but he's not famous.
You've heard about the one about the bear. Got to put it there.
Oh,
Vulcan. Cool on paper. Doesn't
B.
do that much.
Yeah, I don't
Solid
imagine.
but
B.
if
But he is
Sanguinius
loved.
is in S tier, then Vulcan's probably also in there just because the entire community loves him.
That's a valid point. If
Mm,
that's the only
that is
reason
a
we
fair
put
point.
Sanguinius up there, then Vulcan's got to be up.
To be fair, no one's read a Vulcan novel.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what it
true.
Apart from us,
just
me and Hal.
hugs
are the
from
only
its-
two.
So Master Gass's
Forever.
first live stream I catch, and he just heard the Sharumsy part. No.
Korax D tier. Maybe C tier. Maybe C tier because there's no reason to hate him. He's just
Oh, Donkey
Nah.
on USA. I want whatever Hal is smoking to
Oh,
come
thank
up
you.
with this nonsense. It's entertainment for all you brothers. Oh my
Is
god,
that
I'm actually
Strike?
crying.
I think Shrike
This is
has
Nicona
more.
Sharrow.
No one made you say Sharumsy.
He's killed Lucius, so that makes people
Bring
automatically
the
like
bingo
him more.
cards, brothers.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alfarius.
And he had like a standoff with Alpharius.
Alfarius is half hated,
Alpharius.
half loved. C
Ah,
tier, B tier for sure.
He's a meme. He is
And
a
I have
meme.
to pee again.
It's all about cycling.
It's all
Loosening
this
up your
freaking
bowels.
water and also too much caffeine.
Asterion Moloch. Big scary minotaur.
He's the
I
coolest OC in
Yeah.
Warhammer.
Bro, he gets to defeat all the custodians, and he's so cool, guys, that he's a really special.
I mean, to be fair, he is actually pretty cool. Like, he's got the
Yeah.
rule of cool on his
He
side.
just
I
doesn't
think
care.
he's
Yeah.
probably B tier.
He's just like Thug Marine. It's just like he just comes in and beats people up and no one can
I
stop
don't think
him.
I've even heard any dialogue.
Oh, he just like
He doesn't
just
even talk.
He's just menacing. He does speak in the Watchers of the Throne, and like Valerian is like, I don't want to
Get out of here.
mess with this guy, and I'm a custodian. He scares me a bit. Like, oh, great. And then like this lady who's in charge of like the tax men is like, yeah, don't worry, don't kill those people. Like, why are you listening to the small lady? Administratum. Pedro Cantor. Vote for Pedro. People love Pedro. He's got to be up here. He has to.
A.
What everyone like? How many times have we seen videos of people talking about the bit where he carries the lady and the kids?
He does have
Yeah.
a very like one of the more beautiful moments of Warhammer lore, but I don't like want to make a model of him or anything.
What?
Mm,
Like I don't feel like strongly enough for like, oh, I'd like, you know, someone who you enjoy the lore about, you like make an army or like models, and like, it doesn't draw me beyond that one novel.
we got one comment for you, by the way, Colin.
Oh boy. Let me
$2.
take a,
Or
let me
£2.
take a look see at this bad boy. I always click all over the place. Thank you, Harry Valentine. Colin, I speak for the Discord server. Free us.
Mm.
Yeah.
In joke. Tyberos, the Red Wake. Everyone loves Tyberos.
Yeah, he
Big,
is
sharp
pretty
man.
beloved.
Just big man.
Thank you for the two.
Big man, big claws.
Dude is literally a dreadnought Terminator. Oh, I'm losing my voice. God. Sorry, brothers. You have to keep Colin. You have to keep talking for me.
All that slander.
All right.
Um,
I'm picking it up. So it was it was you, Eddie. This is your name, and I'm not going to read that.
hold on. So it was you, Andy, who stole my great horned boof pack. I don't know what that means. I still don't want to know what a boof is.
Weed.
What's a boof?
Weed.
Oh, okay.
What is going on?
Oh, it's the chair.
Eli's charging in. Oh, and he's got his YouTube robe as well, just showing off. Gabriel Seth, the Flesh Terror Man. People like him because he's like angry all the time, and he's pretty cool. He doesn't care. The disrespect is over the top. It's got to be A, surely. Surely Gabriel's got to be A.
Is he
Gabriel
above
Seth?
Horus?
He's cool. I
Yeah.
do like Gabriel.
Of the lion?
He's got such a cool model
Yeah,
too.
People just like how he's
more.
he's just sassy and he gives no damns, and he like killed an inquisitor, and then he beat up an inquisitor, and he's like, you can look into my mind. Yeah, you don't know anything. And then he like took away their rosette. He's always bickering with Dante. He's always like bitch slapping people. Like Seth is like just sassy. That's why people love him. He's a sassy flesh terror. Helbrecht.
If you
He talks like this. I'm Ronaldus. And I talk like that.
I mean, like, Black Templars fans would kill you for not putting him in an S tier, but I think that's the reason why a lot of people hate Black Templars fans. So,
Well, are we up with B?
Higher B tier, yeah.
Well,
He got
Black
destroyed by
Templars.
Imhotep. Just throwing that out there.
Chad.
Necron W.
Grimaldus,
classic.
though. People love Grimaldus.
He's S tier, I'd say.
Be like here.
And he's cool
I'd
model.
say.
He does. I like the Crozius.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool weapon.
Caldo Drago,
Tangerine Man.
S tier baby. S tier baby. Put him up there.
Dunked on Mortarion. Gotta love it.
Yep.
Blew up his heart. Does it again in
Yes,
Chaos
sir.
Gate.
Yes, sir.
Writes his like mate's name on his heart, just like vandalism.
With a sword.
you're on
He must have
Blackheart?
excellent pensmanship skills.
I think most people like Huron. I love Huron. He's so freaking
True War Master.
Is he
Alone.
more
baby.
than an A?
Probably he's just
Like
chaos character.
community wide.
That's true.
I mean, he's very cool. Like he's definitely the upper tier of like chaos.
He's not
man.
more well liked than Conrad Curse.
Probably not.
He is still just
Does he have
chaos
a
man.
Does he have a new book, or was his last book like 3
Mike
years ago?
Brooks did one a few years ago.
Yeah,
It's all right.
I read that one, and I read Hall of Worlds, so he doesn't have a new one. Oh no, he is.
Yeah.
Is he not in one where he invades Chagors? Isn't that new?
He does invade Chagorus, but it's like in his book, I think it is. It's Huron, Master of the Maelstrom.
Oh,
think.
so doesn't that book end with him invading Chagorus?
Yeah.
Okay, so the actual, because there's art of him against White Scott. Maybe it's not official art.
I feel like it's Codex-y stuff more than anything,
probably. Yeah.
but I'm not sure.
Who is this?
Arcan Land.
Is he?
Fucking
Does he have
D
books?
tier. Put him in D tier.
Does Arcan Land
He's in
have
Horse
books?
Heresy.
The land speeder. It speeds across the
The
land.
land
No, Arkan Land. Put him, and if Astarte is coming up, put them both in D tier.
Yeah, I don't see why he gets more than
Stupid
D tier.
name.
Whose favorite character is Arcan Land?
Yeah, who's sitting there like,
That's
oh, I
very
want more
funny.
Arkan Land books.
I don't know.
Is that called?
Increase the land mass. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
That's a funny
Belisari.
carry
Yeah, it is.
character.
Belisarius Call. Beetle Daddy. Love him.
Probably
B?
A tier, right? A or B.
Higher
guess-
B.
Yeah.
He's
More than
in
Helbrecht.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
He's
Even though Eli hates Primaris. But
Yes,
we
I
won't hold that
the,
against
the hate towards Call is towards his abominations he's created.
Yeah. Caiaphas Kane? Is that who that is?
Ibram
Nope, it's Gaunt.
Gauntfest.
Sorry.
He's gonna be up there.
There's
a lot of
I
books.
haven't read Gaunt's Ghosts, but I know people freaking love him.
He's up
Probably
there.
I've
MS
started
tier.
him. Yeah. He's got tons of books. But speaking of tons of books, Caiaphas Kane.
Get him up there,
Yeah,
baby.
Get him.
Come
He's up
on.
Top of the list. Top of the list.
100%.
No one's ever unhappy reading Caiaphas Kane.
Wait, I clicked on him and it freaked out. It was like, don't touch him. Let me go.
It's because he doesn't want the attention.
He's just
Right at
the
the top.
best.
Janet Solo, my beloved. She might look like a horse, but by God, she's a hero.
Does she write the worst books, the
Yeah.
worst accounts ever?
Jeez.
The most
Eisenhower?
provoked-
Love the
Valid.
hatred that both Kane and Amberly give her.
that bit in the book, the novel, where he's like, she's writing it from her perspective, and she says, "And then the commissar saw me, and he went, 'Oh, you, Janet Sulla,' and I nearly wept with tears." And it's just like, and it really in like, "Oh, you, Sulla."
It cuts back to Kane's perspective. This dumb bitch.
This dumb bitch looks like a horse.
Although Caleb Collins donated $1.99 saying
you.
Arkan Land has a robot monkey with a scorpion tail. That he does.
That's
Nice.
true.
Pretty cool.
The monkey's not
That's
on the
pretty
list, so
They have the monkeys on the
Yeah.
list.
Monkeys on the
BBS
list,
tier.
Eisenhorn.
oh, I mean,
Oh,
he's
you'd know that.
he's still the like pretty. That's most people's entry into Warhammer.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Here, maybe like top of A.
I need
Just
to
'cause of
reread
his
his
impact.
books as well.
I think it's S tier, surely.
I
I guess so.
He's
sure.
more than
Sure.
Pedro
Sure.
Cantor.
I'd put Gaunt ahead of him.
I'd put Gaunt ahead of him as well. But
Okay, let's do like
Have
that.
you guys read
I guess.
Eisenhorn?
Look,
I
I've
read the
started
first
reading
two,
the first
and
book.
that was years ago, so I have to start over and just read them again.
Is that a
Great fact.
Right.
great? Yeah,
I did not read
Great
the
fact.
Black Crusade books yet.
She was on
She's-
Cadia.
I think the
She's
crossbow
there.
gun is so dumb. I'm not gonna
You're
lie.
insane. I love the crossbow gun because it's so dumb. You can't.
I know.
The only thing is, it's
Kills
just
a
like
rubric marine by stabbing it with silver stakes.
she does look strange in that she looks like a Warhammer 40k character cosplaying as a Warhammer
She
fantasy
does
character.
kinda
So that's
look
kind of
Very
her.
much so.
That's kind of her charm, you know.
She found the Black Library, not the Eldar one, the GW web store.
She was like, "Oh, this is a cool aesthetic," and they're like, "All right, I'm not going to tell you off."
We're more
We've got a
cathedrals
crossbow
than
gun.
gold, but okay.
Saint
Speaking of cathedrals of
Celestine.
gold, Celestial.
I-
Put them together.
Gold
tier,
lady.
sure. Bro, she's not C tier. What? That's crazy.
I like
We have a personality.
I liked her fight with Abaddon when they shut down the pylons and everyone else was like, "Yeah, we're winning," and she was like, "Oh fuck, my powers are gone."
Dude, actually, to be fair, when does she how often does she actually win?
She
'Cause she
can
got beat by
respawn, so I'm
Khan,
assuming
too.
not often.
Yeah. See, but nobody says anything bad about her, but the moment it's Lucius the Eternal, it's stupid, blah blah blah.
I'm currently working through the Alpha
Standards.
Legion book about
Correct.
the loyalist guys who are fighting her, and I'm like, I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. Lorecrimes S tier.
Thank you. Thank you.
Almost there. Now we got the Xenos. Fulgrim's there by mistake, so ignore him.
The Silent King.
Silent King.
He exists. He has nothing.
Yeah, he's
so, I
not.
mean,
He has like
do
one
nothing.
small bit of dialogue, and that's it. Yeah.
Trazen.
everyone loves Trace.
S tier.
He's a
Shove
fan
it straight
favorite.
up
That's
there
a
with
TV
next to
show I
Kane.
would watch, Eli. Everybody loves Trazen.
That'd be a good sitcom.
Yes. Funny man.
Truly
Oricon.
the most hilarious.
Orkin's
Although-
probably A tier.
He's definitely
he's
not
pretty
as liked as Trazen, but I mean, he's cool.
He's an infinite and then divine, so automatically half the community loves him.
Yeah.
So
He's not quite summon the monolith energy.
yeah,
but
he's not Dennett. I think he's kind of a jerk actually, but
He's a huge dickhead, but he's a Necron lord. Well, not lord, but he's up there. But of course, he's a dickhead.
Sandrick is freaking
Lost-
S tier, dude.
Who's
Best
that?
Necron
Grandpa.
character. Best Necron character by far. 100% better than Trazen by a mile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
If
probably
you've
not as
read his
well-liked
book
by
and stuff,
community.
no, he's not as liked, no, but in my opinion, he's
I
the
wanna
best.
put him
Necron.
higher just 'cause
Below Grimaldus, sure.
He might be better, but like,
You know, Eli, I did want to say I understand why you think Trazen's a bit overhyped, but as specifically a history major, look, man, I have a very clear favorite winner among them. Give me that one. I have a reason for being biased.
Yeah. We don't even have Fargard Oberon or Illuminor Solaris or Imhotep the Stormlord.
yeah, we're coming up to 2 hours,
It's
man. I'm
fine.
sorry.
It's fine.
Been here forever.
Imhotep's
Yeah.
more of a force of will than a character.
As
The only orc.
Who doesn't like
come
Gasgul?
on,
We're putting
yeah,
on.
put him up there. I don't know if he's S tier, but I would put
I
him
feel
S
like
tier.
he's S tier.
I mean, I would put him.
He's the only orc
I've
we
tried
got.
to read
I
books
feel
at the
sorry
minute,
for
and
him.
he's barely in them.
Yeah,
But he's
good point.
Gasgul, so he's just cool.
I'm more like orcs rather than.
Ah,
I think just being an orc or is an
Wow,
unfair
Mr.
bonus to
Bond.
get.
I'm more of a Warzag guy, but Gazgul's pretty
Fair.
cool.
Fine, A tier's fine, I guess.
If Gazgul starts dancing, though, like instant
Mhm.
S tier.
Yeah.
Eldrad.
Look at my name,
Eldrad.
Eldrad's
Yeah.
top guy. Come on, get him up
He's
there.
so cool, man. He makes so many dumb mistakes because authors can't write about Eldar, but
That's because they see the
Yeah.
future, right? So every author's like, it's so clever. They saw the future, but they didn't know.
I know.
Well, guys, we did it 50 times. It's still fresh, right?
I think he's
Wanna be-
stuck. I think he's barred at B tier just because he's an Eldar, unfortunately.
Put him up a
Angry
little bit.
Monkulus says you guys should put Trazen because he's literally the British Museum.
Mhm.
Look,
True.
look,
I don't know.
Maybe it's not ours.
Eldrad, in spite of being an Eldar in 40k, pretty consistently gets some dubs. You know,
Mhm.
he beat Abaddon in 1v1 combat. he turned the entire warp off for a bit during the War of the Beast. He was like, no warp stone. Go on, Imperial Fists.
I'm just
No warp
saying,
stone.
why the hell did
I
he
said
go? I'm
storm.
gonna.
I fucked up the word.
Why did he go? Okay, I can see Horus is going to betray the Imperium to save them from themselves. I'm going to go to the one guy of his sons who can turn this around and will listen to reason. I'm going to go to Ferrus Manus. Like what?
Because how
Oh,
else would
Brad,
we get
what?
our plastic toys?
The same reason there's 500 different assassination attempts on Horus, even though we know for a fact they're not going to work. We need more book.
Yvraine, okay, realistically, Yvraine is D tier, but for the wrong reasons in the community, she's probably S tier.
But in Gilliman's eyes,
I would give her C. I appreciate what she's trying to do. I think if the character was not despised by the company,
yeah,
she'd be better off.
Inevitable
but
victory, baby.
Inevitable victory is still a long way off.
If those books didn't exist when they were, yeah.
Can we give her S tier for inevitable victory?
No.
Farsight, boy.
I love him. A lot of people actually don't like Farsight though, so I'd put him in A tier. A lot of people think the Farsight books are bad, apparently, which I did not know until recently. I don't know. I like Farsight.
Like Coors Light, and they go like, "That's the best thing I've ever drunk."
It's a bit short-sighted, if you ask me.
Hey.
There you go.
People who don't like Farsight wipe from front
Last
to
one.
back.
Who is this?
Shadow Sun.
Oh, she's probably B tier, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
crazy.
where's Eldrad? Is he B tier? She's probably B tier. I think she's pretty cool, but because she's a Tau and she's not Farsight, that kind of like 90% of the people hate her, probably. But,
or Kais.
Yeah. I just want Kais.
Speciesism is a hell of a drug.
I'm looking at the tier list. I'm noticing the sci-fi setting is very unique.
I'm just saying, is there anyone else you want me to add last minute? But
Oberon and who was it? Eli?
Because we got Oberon can just be there with Xandric. It's good enough.
There's an artwork with both of them in it. They're a package. They're a couple.
Uriel in my heart's is an A tier.
Yeah. I love Uriel.
He's a cool guy.
Not Ventress.
Uriel.
Not Ventress.
Prince Uriel of the Eldar. You put him back. It's Uriel, but with a Y. Not a U.
Oh, of course. How could I have made such a catastrophic mistake?
Hey, he hurt the hive mind.
Yeah.
Not a Tyrannid, the hive mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is the tier list, brothers, though.
That's a big one.
Watching. Oh my god, we was a
so chunky it's not even loading the download.
I think I've literally, because my voice has been ill, I literally have losing my voice over this damn belovedness. I'm happy with Kane being the number one. Like, Kane is just so fun.
Yeah.
I'm on book 4.
Everyone loves Kane.
I know it's Kane. I was very confused for a minute. There's so many new Kanes. I was like, there's no way he's up. That I missed something.
I just love how like people complain like, oh, the Kane books. People are like, yeah, it's a bit samey, but it's like, yeah, I've come for pasta.
Yeah, you get what you ordered.
I want my bolognese sauce on my pasta every time.
Yeah, that's good comparison. Yeah, it's
go sorry.
That's say you worded that really well. It's comfort food,
and it is never bad. Like you just gotta. It's like a thing where it's, just don't have too much in 1 week. But then 3 weeks from now, when you have bolognese again, my man.
Yeah.
Read the Kane book, put it off for week, month, however long. Come back. There you go. He's doing some more wacky bullshit.
It's the ginger bit in the sushi. You know what I mean? Like it's the refreshing bit between the palate for the palate. Sorry. Damn good. No Dantiok or Argyle. Yeah, to be fair, we did actually miss those. So that's a good one.
And Stubby47, thank you for the $2. Swarmlord dogged on the Ultramarines. Yes, he did, but unfortunately, they couldn't have Ultramar or McCraig fall, so he lost.
Torrance says, why is a member of the Death Guard on the most
story, though?
True. The Death Guard do stink of
very good.
No love. So
They
We
smell
appreciate that.
like poop.
Angry Among Us, my autistic ass will eat bolognese every day if I
Yeah,
can
baby.
remember to.
I eat the same thing every day when I.
Why are we calling it bolognese?
What,
Bologna?
Bologna.
Bolognaise or something. I don't know.
Bologna.
Isn't bologna like a sausage
ham.
thing?
No,
Yeah.
bologna.
Bologna's
that
a
ham?
weird.
Yeah,
I don't even know. I don't know
bologna is like
what
you slice
bologna
it.
is actually. It's a meat.
You're saying bolognese. It's bologna. That's what bologna is.
I
What?
don't know the
It's
dish.
like a
It's not
slice.
the
I
ta-
think
it's
it
not
is pronounced bolognese. At least when I watch Kitchen Nightmares, that's how Gordon Ramsay says it.
Bologna.
It's not actually Ohio. It's Ohio or something. I don't know. Like
Caleb Collins, thank you for the 199. Bloody Handed Kane Avatar is A tier. If he
Bro,
took a single W
even
ever,
I
maybe.
can't push that.
Yeah. When was the last time the Avatar of Kane won something?
20
Like,
years
never?
ago when they
Never.
first introduced him.
Yeah.
Pies back says Collins moving in brackets and working on an X-Lite vid. He gets a pass.
Mm.
I'm moving.
Fair enough. I just said, like, is that Disney? Was it for anything? Thank you guys. Obviously, there's some characters we did miss out, but there's just so many in Warhammer, and we're sweating over here for.
I think we made a good effort of it.
Yeah, it's a good effort. We'll do one for fantasy as well, and it'll be a little bit shorter, but it'll be much more passionate because we got opinions about because Skaven are in the mix, and so
Yes.
we're going to be immediately so happy.
DJ Beast, don't apologize for the slander. It's funny.
It's what's right with the world.
True.
Sorry,
He does.
It actually like puts our children through like college, university. The fact that Colin gets insulted,
Yeah,
so we appreciate it.
Really?
With that being said, though, I think that's everything for this tier list. Thank you everyone who watched, listened. Obviously, please do like it if you did enjoy the schlop that came through this episode. Please don't shrumsy over the subscribe button. We appreciate that. I don't know why I put that out into the world. We are obviously on Spotify and other Amazon Music, I think, as well, like other things. If you want to listen to us offline, go for it, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode next week. We've got something cool for next week as well on the podcast, and we've got some more quizzes coming, so we've got stuff for you guys to listen to. Right,
All right,
appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.
love you long
Peace.
time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Mwah.
Love you.